Hello, testing. Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Assalamu alaikum, bhai Kashif.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalam, Kabir bhai, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's see.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। अल्ताफ भाई क्या हाल है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, आप सुनाए ठीक हैं?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। भाई क्या हाल है?
अल्लाह का शुक्र है, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
आपको नंबर मिल गया था ना? You get the number?
मिल भी गया था और जो मुझे सवाल करना था सवाल भी कर दिया, जवाब भी मिल गया। थैंक यू सो मच, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।
No problem. एक सेकंड।
Take your time.
We'll give another minute or so, inshallah.
इंशाअल्लाह।
ओके जी, नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम। औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम, बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। Alhamdulillah, once again we are here, mashallah. The audience is getting smaller and smaller, so I don't know whether it is the fatigue or people are just busy, but inshallah we'll carry on and we'll ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help. So today I want to do some examples of simple grammatical analysis of sentences, just to double check that the time I have spent on teaching about Jumla Ismiya, how we are doing about that. So let's just start with this one, the first one, Haza Kitabun. So who's gonna, inshallah, do the Bismillah? Who wants to do this one?
So nominal sentence?
Okay, one at a time. So Jawad bhai, you want to take it?
Yeah, I think so I can answer this one. It's a nominal sentence. Haza is isme ishara, kitab is the what you call noun.
They're both nouns. They're both nouns.
Khabar.
Haza is also called noun. Okay.
Haza is a isme ishara, as you said. It's a
Yeah,
ism,
it's Ishara, of course, yeah. It's Ishara and
a noun. English में उसको कहते हैं demonstrative
noun.
demonstrative noun.
Translate into English yet.
Okay, so haza is ismul ishara. Kitabun is also ism. So if this is jumla ismiya, then what are the two main parts of a jumla ismiya?
Mubtada and khabar. So Haza is Mubtada, Kitab is khabar.
Okay, so could you elaborate on why haza you said is a mubtada?
Oh boy, that I cannot tell you. All I can tell you is
No,
the
no.
beginning of the sentence. Is the
Hang
beginning
on,
of the
hang on. I think you can tell me. Just think for
because
a
it is not
second.
khabar.
Okay, so
For
it is
clarification,
mubtada.
because this is not khabar.
I know it's not khabar and I know it's mubtada, but I'm asking you, what is the criteria to identify this as a mubtada? So you need to look at the arab of what are the four properties of an ism? What are the four different characteristics? Could you please name them?
No, I do not know. I don't
Okay.
remember.
So brother
Proper
Kabir,
noun.
let's
Proper
go.
noun.
It's a proper noun. Okay.
And Rafa
It's Rafa. Okay.
and gender and
Number. Yeah.
singular or plural. Yeah,
Okay. Singular, right?
singular. Yeah, this is
Okay.
singular.
So haza is mubtada because Javed bhai, brother Kabir is saying haza is mubtada because it's a proper noun and it is halat rafa.
How is
And
it proper noun?
No,
okay, yeah, that is a good question. So brother Kabir, could you elaborate why is it a proper noun?
it's a isme ishara. It's an exception. Otherwise, it should be
Point to something.
Rafa with
Okay.
pesh. But it
So
is
so what you need to do, you need to recall the. Can you see my writing?
no.
No.
Or you can't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the-
we can. Yeah, you are typing. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay, so this is good because if we, spend our time on this, this will, inshallah, enhance our understanding of this. So recall the 5 categories of capacity. That is these 5 categories is the answer to why it is proper noun. Okay, so who can name the 5 properties? If you answer me that, inshallah, that the answer is right there.
Rafa.
No, brother Abrar. Rafa is the status, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the 5 categories. So first of all, one of them is alam. Okay, and read
Yeah,
it.
alam, isam, ishara, isam.
So isma ishara was second. You said
Yeah,
if
Yes.
ism ishara here, right? That means that the
It's
capacity.
pointing to something.
Yes, the capacity of the noun tells you whether a noun is a proper or common.
Yeah.
And isme ishara is one of the 5 properties or 5 categories. So haza is proper. We know that because of that knowledge we have. Okay. Now, one more thing, brother Kabir.
Yeah.
Haza, you said is rafa.
yeah,
Isn't is haza mabni?
yeah. It is mabni. All the
So-
statuses are same.
So all the statuses are same. So in that case, why did you call it rafa?
In place of.
Because it is mubtada is always in rafa state.
That's jazakallah khairan. So brother Javed, he answers your question. Haza is proper noun because when we are learning the capacity of a noun, there are 5 categories. One of them is isme ishara. So as soon as you see isme ishara, it is a proper noun.
Okay. Jazakallah khair. And what is alam?
Alam is like
Name.
your name. Like Javed is your
Okay.
name.
Okay. Proper. Okay. That's right.
So then the third one was a pronoun.
Pronoun.
Pronoun is also proper noun.
Pronoun
No.
is also proper noun. It's isme zamir. Okay, like it is the he, she, it, and it was a mausula. So mausula, isme mausula, and 5 was
معرف
al.
بالله.
The mu'arrab bil lam. So al.
Marabella.
So when you add al, then you make a noun, a proper noun.
Like this, like the second example, al kalamu.
Yes. So haza kitabun. Kitabun is khabar. And what are the properties of kitab, brother Kabir? Let's make it a complete sentence.
It's a common noun,
The common noun.
and status is rafa,
Good.
wahid, masculine.
Alhamdulillah. Very good job, mashallah. So that is what I am looking for, that you talk confidently, you know what you're talking about, and you know all the 4 or 5, all aspects of nouns, and that will help you come up with the answer. Jazakallah khair, brother Kabir. Okay, al-kalamu maksurun. I see Sister Fazila today. Would you like to participate, Sister Fazila?
Okay, I'll try, inshallah.
Okay. Al-kalamu maksurun. Let's look at the translation first. The pen is broken. Okay, what do we know right away looking at the English sentence? That this is a jumla.
Failure.
Jumla
Ismi.
failure? Oh no.
It's ismiya.
Jumla ismiya, because the is, and you remember when we were making the jumla ismiya, the is part is right away giving you away the answer that this is a jumla ismiya. There is no fail in al-kalamu maksur,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so if it's jumla ismiya, what are we looking at? Al-kalamu is what?
The muftada and
Mubtada.
surah is khabar.
Maksurun is khabar, mashallah. And what is al-kalamu? Is a
It's proper, singular, masculine,
masculine,
and rafa.
rafa, mashallah. You're awesome. Jazakallah khairan.
Yeah,
So
and maksurun is
maksurun is
rafa,
rafa, yeah,
singular,
singular,
and it's a common.
common,
Yeah, and is
and Arab
masculine.
is rafa. Yes. Okay. You see, this is what I'm looking for. Mashallah, looks like the now people are getting the hang of this thing. Alhamdulillah. Okay,
I
so
think
let's.
it comes with practice. That's if you do more practice, inshallah, we'll
Yes, no
get used to
problem.
it.
Alhamdulillah, you did a good job, mashallah. Okay. So you see here, this is the analysis. Haza is ismul ishara mubtada. Kitabun is khabar. And al-kalamu is mubtada. Maksurun is khabar. Everybody clear on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you are looking at a jumla ismiya, I tell you a tip that the first noun, if you find it in the status of rafa, that is the mubtada, because jumla ismiya starts with mubtada. Mubtada means the starting noun. Yeah?
Yeah.
Clear? All right, let's look at the next one. Al-kitabu alal maktabi. So the book is on the desk. Okay. So who wants to do this one? Brother Altaf, would you like to try it?
Sure. So al kitabu is mubtada and alal maktabi is khabar.
Khabar. But what kind of khabar is it? Jar majroor. Okay, so that's good. So jar majroor in jumla ismiya, what do we call it?
Isme jari or
No. Think. Muta'alliq khabar. Okay.
muta'alliq khabar.
So
Yeah.
yes, because
After.
we have 3 parts, right? In a mubtada, khabar and muta'alliq khabar. Sometime the khabar can be not provided, but the muta'alliq khabar can be a substitute khabar,
Yeah.
right? Okay, in this case, ala is the preposition, ala jar, harf
Is
jar.
jar. Yeah.
And al-maktabi is majroor because of the ala.
And it's in alat jar, right?
Alat jar.
Yeah.
So we know that muta'alliq khabar is always jar majroor, right?
Yeah.
There is another category which is in the next sentence. So I'm going to ask Brother Fawad, al-haqibatu tahtal maktabi.
الحقيقة is مبتدأ and تحت المكتب is متعلق خبر.
Tale khabar. But tahtil maktabi here, is it jar majroor or was it what it is?
jar majroor.
Think about, let me give you a hint. Think about shibu jumla.
Yeah, it's zarf makan.
Zarf makan, because tahta mean under the desk,
Under the desk, yeah.
right? So it is also shibu jumla,
Yes, yes.
but this is not jar majroor, this is mudaf ilayhi, because tahta is a special kind of mudaf.
Yeah.
It's a zarf, right? Everybody understand that part? We need to understand that part.
ظرف مكان.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So look at this. You see this slide I'm showing you right now. Let's look at it. Ahwalul khabar, the types of khabar. The khabar can be mufrad, meaning it can be one word, not a sentence, like Muhammadun Talibun. Okay. And mufrad is like singular, or take one word like al-muminu miratul mumin. Okay. But that is mufrad. And khabar can also be a jumla ismiya. Bilalun abuhu wazirun. Right? That his father is a wazir or minister. Fatimatu laha tiflun saghirun. So that means it is another jumla. Jumla ismiya can be khabar. We talked about this. I'm not telling you this today. You know that already. Okay. We know that the khabar could also be a jumla fe'liya. Hamidun zahaba ilal madrasati. At-tullabu zahabu ilal mal'abi. Meaning that the students went to the park or the ground. And Hamid went to the madrasa. So this zahaba ila madrasati is a jumla fe'liya. Zahabu ila mal'ab is also jumla fe'liya. So Hamid is mubtada, at-tullabu is mubtada. Khabar could be jumla fe'liya. Now what is shibu jumla? Shibu jumla is harf jar wa ism majroor. Al-kitabu alal maktabi. Alhamdulillahi. Are you guys getting this?
Yes.
Okay. So zarf is, like for example, al-jannatu tahta aqdamil ummahati. That the jannah is under the feet of your mothers. Al-haqibatu. Yes, go ahead.
So the jar majroor, that's you call shibu jumla.
Shibu jumla is of two kinds. One kind is jar majroor, and the second kind is zarf mudaf ilayh. Because whenever you have a special mudaf, like which indicates a zaman or makan or a place or time, then that is called as a special mudaf.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So when I say shibu jumla, two things come to mind. That it could be either jar majroor or it will be special mudaf ilayh.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
So
Okay.
shibu متعلق khabar can also be a shibu jumla, right?
Yes, mutalliq khabar is most of the time a shibu jumla. Okay, so if we go back after this information, look at this. Al-kitabu al-maktabi, then this is the shibu jumla example of jar majroor.
Jar.
Yes, because Allah is jar, harf jar, and al-maktabi is majroor because of this. This is jar majroor because there is Allah. But here, al-hakiba tahta is tahta is a special mudaf. It's a zarfe zaman or makan. So in this case, it's zarf, but it's makan. Like makan mean not like the makan we live in. It's like place or al-maktabi under the desk. So under is a special kind of mudaf. So that is why it's called mudaf. And they are both examples of shibu jumla. So if you look at the description, so look what it says. It says al-kitabu mubtada, right? Why? Because al-kitabu is proper, is rafa, and it is singular and masculine. Ala is harfu jarrin, right? And al-maktabi is the ism majroor, or because of jar, it becomes majroor. Alal maktabi is shibu jumla khabar. If you have to give me the proper answer, you will say in this jumla al kitabu is mubtada and alal maktabi is shibu jumla khabar. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that you can start to see the big picture, and now your mind is opening up, and mashallah, now because of repetition some of the information has stuck in your brain now. I'm hoping that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so it will be not pointed out as like mutalik khabar, like we have to like shubu
No,
jumla khabar.
still is a mutalik khabar.
Yeah,
but
but we have to explain like further, like.
yes, so you can say this is shibu jumla or you can say mutalik khabar. That is still valid because anytime you see a shibu jumla, that is a mutalik khabar.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So al-haqibatu tahta al-maktabi. So brother Kabir, let's
Yes.
read it out because reading out sometime is also important. So read out that al-haqibatu is equal to mubtada.
Al-haqibatu tahta al-maktabi.
Yes.
Al-haqiqatu mubtada.
Yes.
Tahta zarfun. Zarfun. Isme zarf. Harf jar.
Harf jar,
Shibu
yeah, okay.
Shibu jumla khabar. Al-maktabi mudaf ilayh majroor.
Right, because of the tahti special tahta is a special mudaf, so al-maktabi become mudaf ilayh because of that. Okay, and it's majroor.
But
Why?
here they wrote it as a tahta shibu jumla khabar, but here it is complete alal maktabi.
Yeah, okay. So basically what they're saying that the news was tahta and al-maktabi is additional, but the real thing, as I said, it is the whole thing is called shibu jumla and it's called mutalik khabar. So it's okay, that's fine. We can live with that, but we understand the concept. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to some other people. Abrar, let's take a look at you that al-Qur'anu kitabullahi.
Oh, the Quran is a book of Allah.
That's right. So what is the analysis here? What is al-Qur'anu?
Al-Quran is, I think it's, is it a Rafa?
It is Rafa, that's right. Yes, it is Rafa.
And Kitabullah is obviously Isha. It's not Isha actually.
No, it's the book of Allah.
Yeah.
And what we have been talking about when you see the word of, book of Allah, what do you call that combination? Mudaf?
Mudaf ilayh.
Very good. Now, can mudaf ilayh combination can be khabar?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Yes. And al-Qur'anu is the mubtada?
Yes.
Very good job, mashallah. Okay. So let's talk about, I see Brother Afzal. Brother Afzal, would you like to participate?
Brother, I'm trying to catch up for now, so I'll just skip for this moment. But inshallah, I will be joining in a bit.
No problem.
Okay, I was late, you know.
Okay, Brother Javed, would you like to try this?
Baytul tahta
No, Baytul Tajiri Imam
Tajiri.
al-Masjidi.
al-Masjid.
Baytul Tajiri Imam.
Yeah. So,
So Bayt is mubtada, Rafa, and Tajir is khabar.
no, before you jump into that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Baytul Tajiri.
Again, it
The
will be
house of look,
also mudaf.
yes, okay, yeah, that's right. Instead of calling Baytu Mubtada, think about the fragment. Like Baytu Tajiri is the
Tajir.
merchant's house.
Jar majroor. Mudaf
Baytu Tajiri is mudaf ilayh, right?
Yeah.
And Amamul Masjidi will be what? Shibu Jumla,
Sir.
right? Is that making sense, Brother Javed?
Yeah. Amam
Okay.
al-Masjid.
So let's take a look at. Okay, so again, I know what they're doing, but the whole thing is mudaf ilayh. So they're writing it separately, but however, the whole thing is mudaf ilayh. So al-Qur'anu, if we go back to this one, mubtada, and kitabu is khabrun wa huwa mudaf, because Allah is the lafz jalala and is a mudaf ilayh, and is because of that is majrurun. Majrurun mean whenever there is a kasra on whenever a noun is in the status of jar, then it is known as majroor. Okay.
Yeah.
So if a noun has a status of nasab, what is the another name for that?
Mansub.
Mansub, right? If a noun is in the status of rafa, what is another name for it?
Marfu.
Marfu. When a person is single and when he marries somebody, what do we call him?
Duo.
No, we call him married.
Just
So
married.
similarly on the same
There
token,
goes the freedom.
yes. So yes, you call it jail or prison, right? No, the thing is, when a person is single, when he gets married, then you call him a married person. Similarly, when a noun is in the status of rafa, the name for it is marfu. Yeah, when the noun is in status of nasab, it's called marfu. Similarly, when there is a sukoon on a noun, then you call it majzoom. Yes, somebody has a question? I heard a question. Did somebody has a question? Okay, no worries. So who did this? Baitu Tajiri, Imam al-Masjidi. So brother Javed, Baitu is Mubtada wa huwa mudaf, and Tajiri is mudaf ilayh. So we take it as a pair, like as a fragment. Baitu Tajiri is mudaf ilayh, and together they become Mubtada. Amama is zarf because it means in front of the house or in the front of the masjid. So it's a shibu jumla khabar, and masjid because of that becomes mudaf ilayh. Majrurun because it's mudaf ilayh always in the status of jar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So sisters, let's see. Sister Fazilat already did it, mashallah. Okay, Madiha, Sister Madiha, would you like to do the Hazal Baitu lil Mudarris?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa rahmatullah.
This is the house lil mudarris of the teachers of madrasa.
See, the translation is given right there.
Oh, this house belongs to the teacher. I didn't
Yes.
see that.
Or is for the teacher. So Hazal Baitu, Haza is what?
This, so it would be ishara.
No, yes, Ismul Ishara. Very good, very good, very good. Ismul Ishara. So Ismul Ishara can be a good candidate for what part of a Jumla Ismiya? Okay, Jumla Ismiya. Let's calm down for a second and let's refresh our memory. When you are dealing with a Jumla Ismiya, what two things come to your mind right away? Mubtada and Khabar.
Khabar and Mubtada. So
Mubtada and Khabar. So Mubtada
This
first, Khabar
This is
later.
Mubtada.
So
Yeah.
Haza is Mubtada.
Mubtada.
Okay. And Al-Baytu lil Mudarrisi.
Khabar.
Khabar. But Al-Baytu lil Mudarrisi is what?
Jare. No. Is Jare Majru? No.
Lil Mudarrisi is Jar
Majrur.
Majrur. Yes, because the letter Lam is Harfi Jar.
Yeah.
So that means Haza is the Mubtada, Al-Baytu is the Khabar, and Lil Mudarrisi is the Mutaliq. It's giving you additional information that this house is for the teacher.
Yes.
Making sense?
Ji.
Okay. So Hazihi Darrajatu li Ibn al Muazzani. So who is there? Okay. Who wants to do this?
هذه مبتدأ.
هذه.
Hazihi is Mubtada, yes, because
Mubtada.
it is Ismi Ishara.
Yeah.
Because he's pointed to something.
Pointing to Ad-Darrajatu. Ad-Darrajatu is bicycle.
Bicycle.
This khabar and لابن المؤذن is متعلق خبر.
Mutaliq khabar, Jazakallah khairan. Is it the Hazihi Darrajatu is male or female?
It's
Male.
Female.
Feminine gender.
Female, because it's hazihi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so look at this. So haza ismul ishara mubtada. Al baytu, they're calling it badal, but it is khabar. That's fine. Just don't worry about that. And li, the letter lam is harf jar, and al mudarrisi is ismul majroor, which is the mutalliq khabar. They're calling it shibu jumla khabar. Okay, but you can easily call it mutalliq khabar. Don't worry about that. That word is valid. Okay, hazihi ismul ishara mubtada. Ad-darrajatu khabar, and lam again li ibn al muazzani, that means it's a letter lam is harf jar, but ibn al muazzani is also mudaf ilayh. You guys see that? Then why is mudaf ilayh? It's the son of the muazzin. Everybody went quiet. What happened?
You're right, okay.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so li ibn al muazzani is shibu jumla khabar, right? So that is what the information is. Okay. Al-Arabiyatu lughatun sahlatun.
Arabic is an easy language.
Arabic is an easy language. Which is probably gonna doubt that.
Al-Arabiyatu is a mudaf. Lughatun Sahalatun is khabar. Sahalatun is mutalliq khabar. Easy language. Sorry, Lughatun is easy. Sahalatun is easy. Sorry.
No, think. Look, Madhya, think about this. Think about fragments. There are 4 kind of fragments we learned. Murakkab jari, which is jar majroor. Murakkab ishari, which is ishara and musharun ilayh. Then we had the murakkab izafi, mudaf ilayh. Then we have murakkab tawsifi, the sifa and mawsuf. Lughatun sahlatun, meaning easy language. So is easy language sound like quality?
It's an adjective.
It's an adjective which we call sifa. Yes, so think about that. Instead of jumping to the conclusion, think a little bit. Lughatun sahlatun mean easy language. That means this is a murakkab tawsifi. And murakkab tawsifi can be a good candidate for khabar.
Yeah, so this entire thing is khabar then, right?
Yes, al-arbiyatu is mubtada and lughatun sahlatun is khabar. And is murakkab tawsifi.
The tawsifi I missed, but
yes.
the previous
Okay.
one.
No worries. But I'm just trying to point out how to get your mind to, start functioning.
No,
okay.
I'm trying to correct myself that I missed out on tawsifi because I did not understand that.
No worries at all. Okay, so again, tip for analyzing jumla ismiya. As soon as you identify that is jumla ismiya, your mind should be first 2 things that come to your mind is mubtada and khabar. And by looking at the first rafa status noun, you should consider it mubtada. Got it?
Okay.
Because most of the time, the jumla ismiya will always have a mubtada and it will always be in the status of rafa. Okay, that's the most of the time. The default is that the very first rafa noun you see is going to be mubtada. Okay, so the next time you look at a sentence, very first thing come to your mind, where is my mubtada? Once you identify your mubtada, then you move on to either it's going to be khabar or mutalliq khabar, and mutalliq khabar is going to be shibu jumla jar majroor or harf or mudaf ilayh.
But Abid, the khabar muqaddam, that jumla is also called jumla ismiya?
Yes, that is also called jumla ismiya, but now you are focusing on the exception part because khabar muqaddam and khabar mubtada muakhar is a possibility, but it is not the norm. The norm is mubtada khabar mutalliq khabar, right? So we're saying by default you should look for the first rafa and you say, okay, here is my mubtada, and then you focus on whether it's a proper noun or is a common noun, right? So here, let's look at the explanation. Al-arbiyatu mubtada and lughatun khabar. Sahlatun natun. Now here, another vocabulary for sifa and mawsuf is nat man'ut.
Not one of
Nat man'ut. When you say nat for somebody,
Yeah.
do a nat for
them.
Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we are telling his qualities, right? So nat manut. Manut is the person you are saying good things about. Okay, or nat is something you're telling the attributes of that person or that thing. So another word for murakkab tawsifi is nat manut. Okay, the second sentence was al-lughatul arabiyyatu sahlatun. So here, if we don't look at this information yet and try to focus it, what happened here? It become al-lughatul arabiyya. Instead of al-arabiyyatu lughatun sahlatun, al-lughatul arabiyya.
So the
So
language.
the Arabic language or the language of Arabic, if you want to say, then is easy. So what happened to al-lughatul arabiyya here?
That
What
becomes
what fragment is this?
Is it murakkab izafi?
Yes, murakkab izafi, mudaf ilayh.
Yeah. And it's murakkab izafi becomes mubtada.
Okay, now, but I don't see al-arabiyatu as a majroor.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so why is that? But see, arabiyatu. We need to cheat here a little bit. Let's see what's this.
It's a noun. It's ism.
No, it's not mudaf ilayh. It's saying
It's
Arabic language. See, there is no off. We translated it wrong. I translated it wrong. I said the language of Arabic, which is not a right sentence. The Arabic language is easy. So they have switched the sifa and mawsuf to the first, and sahlatun is.
It switched it around.
basically the language is the first over there. I mean, in between over here, and easy.
Yes.
Basically, they've moved the easy from the center to the end.
Yes, before the easy was the adjective of the lugha, which was the language.
Yeah.
But in here, they switched it around, which is still makes sense, and it is murakkab tawsifi as mubtada.
Yeah.
Everybody good with this?
So my question is, can we go back? Al-lughatul arabiyya is not a murakkab.
No, it is murakkab. It's murakkab tawsifi.
No, brother, I think it's al-arabiyyatu sahlatu is murakkab tawsifi.
No, because in order to have murakkab tawsifi, you cannot have al on the mudaf, and mudaf ilayh has to be in the status of jar, which is not true in this sentence.
So in both, that's what my question is, that al-lughatul arabiyya, again there is no jar here. Then why we are saying it's a murakkab?
I'm saying it's a murakkab tawsifi. I'm not calling it murakkab jari. The Arabic language. So here they're taking the language as the quality of Arabiya, right? Plus, remember, the murakkab tawsifi, sifa and mawsuf, they follow each other in all four categories. So both of them has al. See, al-lugha, al-arabiya, both of them has al. And they are both in rafa. Yes or no?
Yeah.
That is the defining characteristics of murakkab tawsifi. Here, murakkab tawsifi came as mubtada. Here, murakkab tawsifi came as khabar.
Basically interchange, that's all.
They just changed it because, look, how many murakkabat can come both as mubtada and khabar? Murakkab izafi can be both mubtada and it can also be khabar. Murakkab tawsifi can be mubtada and it can also be khabar. Is that clear? We have talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So if not, then we can always revisit this, but I think we are good for now. Let's see what is the next one. Next one is a little bit longer. Al-kursiyul maksuru fi tilkal ghurfati. First of all, Brother Javed, So imagine that you already are getting a lot of vocabulary here, by the way, okay? And I have vocabulary for you, but this is also vocabulary.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the English translation is given in front of you? The broken chair.
The broken chair is in the room.
In that room.
In that
Tilka,
room.
right?
Tilka. Yeah, that room. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So how do we do the analysis of this, brother Fawad?
Al-Kursi al-Maksura.
Yeah. What is that?
This is the mubtada.
Okay. One person at a time, brother Javed. Let him answer.
Okay.
So al-Kursiyul Maksurun is brother what? Jawad, brother Fawad.
It's a mubtada.
And it is a mubtada. Okay, good. And is it what kind of fragment is this?
It's the murakkab al-tawsifi.
Murakkab al-tawsifi, the broken chair. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And also the reason we also said that they are murakkab al-tawsifi because both of them are following each other in every 4 options. They both have al. They're both rafa. They're both female. We will call it female. And then they are singular.
Yeah.
Okay. So al-kursiyu.
Kursi is not female.
Yes.
Yes, it is female.
Okay. It is a good.
Can it be masuratu?
Okay. Let's not get in that discussion right now. We don't have, that is not our context. So let me take it back. Okay. Kursi is not muannas. Okay, brother Javed. So, but al-kursi al-maksurun is tawsifi. That's it done. So fi tilkal ghurafati.
Yeah.
So what is going on over here?
It's mutalik khabar. Shibu jumla mutalik khabar. Shibu jumla khabar.
Shibu jumla khabar. Okay. So we will look into that in a second. Abi tajirun kabirun. My father is a big merchant. Brother Abrar. Brother Abrar, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
Abi, or my father is tajirun kabirun. Is a big merchant.
My father is a merchant.
A big merchant.
Big merchant. Yeah.
So tajirun kabirun, what kind of fragment do you think it is?
Isn't that a khabar?
No, that is khabar. I understand. That is khabar. Yeah. You're right. But what is the fragment here? What is the murakkab here? What is the compound?
I think it's
Tawsifi.
Tawsifi. Why tawsifi? Because we are telling you the quality of
the quality of the father.
Yes.
No, merchant.
Yeah, but merchant is his father. So the quality of the merchant is that he's big, or like he's a big shot, and he's my father. So Abi is my father, so which is mudaf ilayh.
Just a quick question.
That's correct.
Tawsifi that is coming, I noticed most, like so far it's been in the Dhamma or Dhamatan. So is it always like this?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So here. Al-Kursiyu Mubtada, Al-Maksuru Nato, and Fi is harf jar. Tilka Ismul Ishara Majrur, which is right, and Al-Ghurfa Badal, which is khabar, and Fi Tilka Al-Ghurfa is the actual long sentence, which is called Shibu Jumla Khabar. Is that making sense? So Al-Kursiyu Al-Maksurun is Mubtada, Fi Tilka Al-Ghurfa is the khabar.
So, Abid, in this case, we cannot call Maksur also as a khabar.
We cannot call what?
Can we call Maksur as a khabar for the kursi?
We could call it, but see, it is a fragment. So another thing you need to notice that when you look at the English translation here, okay, the English translation is saying that before the is the mubtada, and after the is the khabar. Yes.
And also the al-maskuru is a marfa, or we call proper noun. So proper noun cannot be a khabar.
Right. Translate this into English, it will be the broken chair. There is no is in it.
Yes, there is. Is right here. Okay. No. Okay. So what you're saying is al-kursi or maksuran will be the broken chair. You're right. So that if you just look at al-kursi al-maksuru, that is murakkab izafi. You're right. There is no is in there.
Right.
When you have the fi tilkal ghurfa, then it makes a complete sentence.
Right.
So it's so mubtada, as we said, could be a mufrad, single word, or it could be a fragment.
Okay.
And mubtada in some cases could be a jumla ismiya or jumla fi'liya. We looked at that.
Yeah.
So keep your mind open. You know, don't try to say that okay, this is only this much. So look at the fragments. So they are trying to give you all kind of examples so that you can wrap your head around it. Okay. So Abu is mubtada wa huwa mudaf. The ya is ya mutakallim. What is ya mutakallim? First person for me, my. So mudaf ilay majrurun. So abi is mudaf ilay. Why am I calling it mudaf ilay?
Because is it because of
My
the
My father. My father. Or father of mine, right? I can also say father of mine. So there is a relationship, there is a possession, there is a, you know, that is why abi, the actual ism is ab. Ab means father. When you say ya is ya mutakallim, you say my father. Tajirun, kabirun is mausuf sifa. So sifa is kabir and mausuf is the tajir. The kabir is the sifa of tajir, the merchant.
So Tajirun Kabirun is khabar.
Khabar, yes. And here we can say that murakkab tawsifi is coming as khabar. And mubtada is mudaf ilayh, and it is mubtada because it's starting with abi. Got it?
Got it.
Kabirun is natun. Is that correct?
Yes, naat or sifa. Okay,
Sifa.
keep
The
these
quality.
two. Yes, quality, you know, or naat. These are two different terminology used for sifa, which is naat manut or sifa mausuf.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Brother Altaf, indahu siyaratun.
Indahu sayaratun.
He has a car. A car is with him.
Isn't it sayyaratun?
A sayyaratun. Yes.
Yes.
So indahu is isme ishara or it's
Is think about the special mudaf.
so who is attached pronoun, right? In the who.
Detach. Attach or detach?
Attached.
Attach. Okay. In the who. Yeah.
Mudaf ilayh. Who mudaf ilayh.
Yeah, in the who is muzaf ilayh then.
Very good. Sayyaratun is the khabar. Yeah. Got it. We'll do the analysis in a second. Who else is want to do this one? Okay. So. Okay. Who do want? Sister Fazilat, would you like to do this again?
Which one? The غرفة
غرفة أخي.
غرفة أخي أمام غرفتي. My brother's room is in front of my room. غرفة is mudaf. Not mudaf,
Okay.
is the
That's right. Mudaf. My brother's room. Yeah.
أخي is mudaf ilay. Amama is a special mudaf.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, and so is
Subhanallah.
mudaf ilay.
No.
غرفتي.
غرفتي.
In front of my room. So basically, look at it in a second. So inda is a zarf and is shibu jumla khabaru muqaddam. So you see that the khabaru muqaddam is starting from here. So let's look at this. Okay. So inda, it came first. Indahu is khabar muqaddam and sayyaratu is the mubtada muakhar.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So and who is the mudaf mudaf ilayh because of inda, right? And ghurfatu is mubtada wa huwa mudaf, which is right. And akh and ya is mudaf ilayh. So here this ghurfatu akhi is a complex mudaf ilayh. Understand what complex is? We talked about it, but it's been a long time. Meaning my brother's room. So my brother is one mudaf ilayh, and brother's room is another mudaf ilayh.
So akhi is one murakkab izafi and ghurfatu akhiyan is a combined murakkab izafi then.
Yes. So, and the same thing, amama ghurfati, same thing again. Amama is a special mudaf, and ghurfati is also mudaf ilayh. So it is a example of a complex mudaf ilayh. So ghurafa is the mubtada wa huwa mudaf. Akhi is mudafun ilayh majrurun wa huwa mudaf. So akhi is mudaf again, and ya is mutakallim is mudaf ilayh majrurun. So ghurfa is mudaf and akhi is mudaf ilay for ghurfa, and then akhi is also mudaf for ya. So akhi is mudaf for both of them, for ghurfa and the ya mutakallim. You get that?
Yes.
Yes.
So amama, we got that. So alhamdulillah, this is good. Are you guys finding this useful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so haulai mudarrasuna. These are teachers. So who wants to do this one? Brother Kabir?
Yeah. How huwa is mubtada mudarrasuna.
Okay, mudarrasuna is what?
Khabar.
Khabar.
Teachers.
So haulai is what kind of mubtada?
Ishara?
Ishara.
Very good. Ismul ishara. Singular or plural?
No, plural, jama.
And the khabar is supposed to be?
Plural.
Plural. Mudarrasuna is a plural.
Jama.
Haulai is ismul ishara mubtada and mudarrisuna is khabar. Okay. Li akhun wahid. I have one brother. Belongs to me, one brother. Okay, is it a khabar muqaddam and mubtada muakhar?
Yes.
Yes.
Because li is
Jar
jar majroor and then mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
Okay. And ana fil mudarrasi mudarrasati tasu sanawiyatun. It's very hard. Okay, I am in the secondary school. So what is the ana here is what?
I am.
Ana mean I. So that could be a mubtada.
Yes.
Yeah.
And fil mudarrasit saniyati is basically
Jar.
jumla shibu jumla jar majroor or mudaf ilayh, right?
Yeah.
So here li is harf jar, ya is ya mutakallim ism majroor, li shibu jumla khabar muqaddam, akhun is mubtada muakhar, and wahid is the naat. See, we made a mistake here. Naat is wahid is the sort of a sifa. That I have only one brother. So one is the sifa of the brother. Ana is mubtada, fi is harf jar, al madrasati is ism majroor because of the fi, and then al madrasa and saniya is the mudaf ilayh because or not manut because he's saying the secondary school. Okay, and it's the shibu jumla khabarul mubtada. This is the khabar for the mubtada. Are you guys able to understand this description given in the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the terminology started to sink in now that what they are saying? At least you have 80 to 90% of idea what they're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So if I say khabarul mubtada, what kind of murakkab is that?
Jari.
Jar majroor.
Khabarul mubtada is like more like a mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf.
Khabar of mubtada.
Yeah.
Khabarul mubtada is?
Mudaf alayh.
If you translate it, that means the khabar of mubtada, right? Because khabar is no al, and al mubtada has the mudaf ilayh, which is basically telling me that it is mudaf ilayh. Okay. Haza min fadlillah. Brother Abrar.
هذا من فضل الله.
This is from the blessings of Allah.
Blessing from Allah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So haza is what?
It's I think isn't that
مبتدأ إشارة.
it's not right. It's a rafa, isn't it?
It is rafa.
Yeah.
Well, no, you will not say it's rafa until you give it a name first. Again, let's go back to the tip number 1, that when we are looking for jumla ismiya, most of the time by default, what is our first thing we are looking for?
مبتدأ.
Mubtada.
The starting noun. Mubtada, if you want to think of mubtada, say, what is my starting noun? My starting noun is haza.
Yeah.
Then I think like this. Mubtada is supposed to be a proper noun. Is haza a proper noun?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then I know one more thing about haza, that it is a mabni noun. So mabni is haza in all 3 statuses. But when I talk about haza as mubtada, what should be the status of mubtada?
It's rafa.
Rafa.
So here haza is rafa because I'm considering it my mubtada. Got it?
So isn't,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Madhya, you have a question?
yeah, isn't that ishara also at the same time?
Ishara is after that.
Okay. Now again, let's do our inventory of
Because haza,
information.
I was thinking haza like this. So this is ishara, like, you know.
No, it's not. Hada is not an ishara.
Haza is ismul ishara, brother.
Yeah, it's
Haza
ismul
means this.
ishara.
You're saying this is from the blessings of Allah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. This. Yeah, hada is this.
Okay.
Is
So
it from
now
the
let me refresh your memory. Let's look at our inventory. We are looking for a jumla ismiya. We have a jumla ismiya at our disposal. Our brain should go right away to start looking for the starting noun, which is in this case is haza. Haza is my mubtada. Why? Let me apply the mubtada rules on it. Mubtada by default is supposed to be a proper noun, and haza is a proper noun. So I'm getting close to my destination. So haza is good. It can be a good candidate for mubtada. Okay, so it cannot be khabar muqaddam or mubtada muakhar because haza is a proper noun. Second thing is, I know from the flexibility of noun that haza is a mabni noun, and the characteristics of a mabni noun is that in all 3 statuses it stays the same. Haza. So if I want to use haza as a rafa, then I will still be say haza, but my reason for calling it rafa is because I'm considering my haza as a mubtada, and mubtada is supposed to be rafa. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, then fadlillah, that's the Allah's blessing. So this is the blessing of Allah or Allah's favor. That means it's mudaf ilayh.
Buddha.
Got it?
Yes.
So anytime you see a combination of nouns, that combination is known as murakkab, or in plain English we call it a fragment or a phrase. And how do we identify? As soon as I see some sort of relationship, like if I say Rasulullah, then Allah's messenger, Kitabullah, Allah's book, then I know that this is a mudaf ilayh. So mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So it's fadlillahi because when you have mudaf ilayh, the mudaf ilayh is supposed to be status of jar. You see that there is a fadlillahi. All right. So
before that, the min is jar majroor, and then fadlillah, that's mudaf ilayh, right?
very good. MashaAllah. That's good. So these are combination of jar majroor. For because of min, fadli is the majroor, And fadl is also mudaf for mudaf ilay Allah here. You see that?
Yes.
And now today I did not put my camera, otherwise I would have shown you. But I'm sure by now you are able to pick this up in your brain. You don't have to really want me to write it down.
Yes.
Okay.
No, yeah.
So yes, haza mubtada. Min fadlillahi shibu jumla khabar.
Oh,
And we will say min is jar, fadli is majroor, fadl is mudaf, Allah is mudaf ilayh. Okay. So let's look at here. See, haza ismul ishara mubtada. Isn't that what we just talked about?
yeah.
Yes.
Min is harfu jarrin,
Mm,
right?
mm,
And fadl is ism majroor wa huwa mudaf.
mm.
Is ism majroor for min and mudaf for what? Allah.
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 And Allah is the lafzul jalala and is mudaf ilayhi majroorun because of mudaf fadl. Because mudaf ilayhi is always in the status of jar.
Jar.
And when we talked about somebody who has a status of jar, what do we call it? Majroor.
But
Right? The single person getting married, we call him married. That is why I told you that. When something, a noun is in the status of jar, you call it majroor. When the status of a noun is nasab, you call it mansoob. And when the status of a noun is rafa, you call it marfu. And when there is a sukoon on an ism, then you call it majzoom, because jazm is the sukoon. So you use the word meme. How? Islam, Muslim. You see that? How the meme is giving you the ismul file. If I get in that tangent now, then you guys are gonna get confused again. So, inshallah, one more sentence we can do. Ata'atul rasuli.
Ita'at.
Ita'atul rasuli.
Rasuli.
Ita'atullahi. Right? So what is the
Ita'atullah.
ita'atu? Ita'atu is the obedience of Allah. Obedience of Rasul is the obedience of Allah.
Allah.
Right?
Yeah.
So obedience of Rasul, what kind of murakkab it coming to your mind right away?
Mubtada.
Murakkab idafi.
Murakkab izafi. And in a jumla ismiya, so right away my first murakkab, which is ata'atul Rasul, which is mudaf mudaf ilayh, is my mubtada.
The second one is
And ita'atullahi is my
Murakkab
khabar, also mudaf mudaf ilayh. Okay.
yes.
Okay. So for and we are not done yet. There is another page, but what I'm going to do, inshallah, I'm going to forward you this document in the WhatsApp. I'm going to send you this, and I'm going to send you this. And if you can just kindly review it before Monday, inshallah, then on Monday when we do the analysis of Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 14, then you will find some of this information useful.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had a lot of vocabulary here. However, we ran out of time. If you allow me, maybe I can do few words in 5 minutes, and then Brother Javed will be happy. Okay. So let's talk about abun. Abun is father.
Father.
Abaun, fathers.
Forefathers.
Abnaun, sons. Abiyadu, white.
White.
Okay. Ba'da, after.
Yeah.
Ta'iratun, airplane.
Airplane.
Okay. Matarun, airport. Okay. Ahlan wa salan wa marhaba.
Welcome.
Welcome. उर्दू में हम कहते हैं ahlan wa salan mar behaya. Right? मजाक में हम ये कहते हैं ahlan wa salan mar behaya. We only say that to close friends. Okay. So kullun is all. Kulluhum is all of them.
All of them.
Ahmaru, red.
Red.
Kulna, all of us.
All of us.
Okay. Akhun, brother. Akhdaru, green. Okay. Akhdaru is green.
كلكم.
Okay. Now green is male. Akhdaru. If you want to say green female, you're gonna say khudra'u.
أخرى.
Khudra'u. That is the female green. Okay. Kullukum, all of you. Ikhwatun, brothers. America, you know what America is. Okay. So uzunun, ear. Tuffahun, apple. Arzuku, blue. So again, question is, if you have to say female or blue, you're gonna say zarkaun. Got it? Zarkaun.
Zarkatun or zarkaun?
No, zarkaun. There is a alif mamduda and alif maksura. So I think it's the alif maksura.
Azraqatun.
Arzukatun. Okay, we'll talk about color some other time. Arabiyatun, Arabic, and usbu'un, week. Asia, or this is Asia or Asia. Ustazatun, professor.
Her professor, she professor, lady professor.
No, that is a male. Is it?
Female, F. Female.
I was just checking. Hakibatun. Hakibatun is a bag, like a case, like a suitcase. Asma'un, names. Okay, Baghdadu is the name of the city, Baghdad. Aswadu,
black.
So the female will be Saudaun. Okay. Hamamun, bathroom. Jamilun, beautiful. Sarirun, bed. Asdika'u, friends. Darrajatu, bicycle. Okay. So Kabirun, big. Tairun, bird. Aswadun, black again. And Asfar is yellow. Amamun, paternal uncles. A'mamun, right? Aqwiya'u, strong. Okay. So some of these are plural. Okay. And some of them are singular. Some of them are names. Some of them are like people like father, mother, brother, uncles. Okay. So alhamdulillah, I can send you this page as well. Did you find this useful?
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakallah khairan.
I just have one question.
Yes.
Previously in that sentence that kursi had come, why is kursi a male and not female?
Okay.
I thought the kursi was female we had discussed.
Kursi is a female in Urdu. Okay. You always say meri kursi. You never say mera kursa. So kursi is a female in Urdu, but in Arabic, kursi is probably plural. And we can talk about that when we discuss feminine and
because Aitul kursi, right?
Aitul kursi. Okay, again, right now I don't want to answer that question, but inshallah we can always look at the time.
Okay.
It's 7 past 10. But something for you to find out, a homework for you guys. Okay. Now, is anybody planning to attend the Saturday class? Because I am going to talk about gender on the Saturday class.
Inshallah.
So it will be a good review if you want to catch up on the gender.
Inshallah.
Okay. And since I'm inviting you, there is no fee for you. I'll send you the meeting invite. Just try to attend the first hour or so. And inshallah, we will do some exercises in this first hour, lecture for 30 minutes, and then exercises for 30 minutes. And then the following will be more of a Quran, translation and stuff, inshallah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Abran, let's do the dua, inshallah.
سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك جزاك الله خير
جزاك الله خير. السلام عليكم.